We're going to demonstrate the movie technique now. The movie technique is best when an issue needs to be kept private. The challenge is that we do the procedure without knowing any details of the event. So it's a little more challenging to create the setup and reminder language. But you've chosen an event that you'd like to keep private and that you'd like to have released, right?
Right.
Okay, so how long, if that was a movie, how long would it last?
Less than 3 minutes.
Less than 3 minutes. And how many crescendos would you say you're expecting in there?
Hopefully 1, maybe 2.
Okay. Is it one from way back?
This one's a little more
recent?
Yeah, more recent.
Okay, how many years ago would you say?
Probably 10.
Okay, yeah, all right. So does the movie, if we could give it just a brief title, you can give it a title that doesn't compromise the privacy.
Okay. The Job?
The Job, okay. And when we say The Job, you know exactly what that means. Okay, and how intense are you from 0 to 10 when you think about that?
7.
7, okay. Normally when somebody's that high, I would do some global rounds to take the edge off of it before we actually go into the story.
Okay.
So even though I have this Job movie.
Or
this movie called The Job.
Which one
is better? You like the movie called The Job?
Yeah.
The movie called The Job. I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
The Job movie.
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 Job movie.
The Job movie.
The Job movie.
The Job movie.
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 Job movie.
Okay. So, don't go through the movie, but think about it overall and let me know if you're still a 7.
I'd say like a 5.
Like a 5, okay. Even though
I
still have some intensity. On this movie called The Job.
I
deeply and completely accept myself.
This
movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
This movie called The Job.
Okay. Overall, how intense do you think you are?
It definitely went down.
Okay.
I still feel like residual.
Okay.
Can I tell you the feeling, or don't even tell you?
You can tell me the feeling, sure, if you like.
It's like the embarrassment again.
Okay, so this is an embarrassment situation. Do you feel, is your intensity low enough where you would feel comfortable going through that movie in your mind? So when I suggest that you're going to go through that movie in your mind, how intense do you get from 0 to 10?
I was just curious. Am I supposed to be totally able to go through it without any feeling?
No, I just want to know that you're low enough, because before you were a 7.
Yeah.
It's fairly intense about thinking about it. If I want you to be at a point where you feel comfortable, it doesn't need to be 0, but I want to make sure you're...
Maybe one more round and...
Okay. You want a round on the embarrassment?
Yeah.
You think? Okay. Even though there's some embarrassment.
In this
movie called The Job.
I
deeply and completely accept myself. This embarrassment.
This embarrassment.
This embarrassment.
This embarrassment.
This embarrassment.
This
embarrassment.
embarrassment.
This
This
embarrassment.
embarrassment.
This embarrassment.
This embarrassment.
This embarrassment.
This embarrassment.
This embarrassment.
This embarrassment.
Okay. Okay, so how intense are you now when you think about going through that story?
I think I could go through
You're
it.
comfortable. Okay. Okay, so the instructions for the movie technique, you're going to find a neutral spot that's before the little segment we're going to address.
Okay.
You know, a kind of a safe spot before anything intense was happening. You're going to go through the event in your mind.
Okay.
Chronologically, and when you get to a spot where you feel any intensity at all, I mean physically or emotionally or anything, you're going to stop and just, raise your hand, open your eyes, and then I'll ask you some questions.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. Okay. Okay. You can open your eyes. So we've gotten to a point in the movie that's causing you some intensity. How intense are you from 0 to 10?
About a 5.
You're about a 5. Okay. Is there an emotion or a physical feeling or
Physical feeling?
Okay. Where is it?
Stomach.
In your stomach. Is it like a mass, or is it like nauseous, or
Sort of like a quivering, kind of nervous.
Okay.
Nervous.
Even though I have some quivering in my stomach.
Even though I have some quivering in my stomach.
And it's about a 5.
And it's about a 5.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
This quivering in my stomach.
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 Okay. Imagine that same part of the movie. And actually, let's look at the quivering of the stomach first.
Okay.
Is it still a 5?
No, it went down.
Okay.
There's still an uncomfortable feeling in my stomach, but it's a lot lower.
Okay, so 0 to 10.
1.
It's a 1. Okay. Even though I still have some discomfort in my stomach?
I still have some discomfort in my stomach.
Okay, I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
This discomfort in my stomach.
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 Okay.
Better.
Okay, so that's all gone? Okay. All right, go back into the movie at whatever point you left off. And
okay.
Let me know when you get intense.
Okay, this is really slight. It's not a whole...
Is it a different crescendo?
It is.
Okay. And is there, what's standing out for you? Are there any details of the scene or an emotional feeling or something in your body? What's the biggest thing for you?
A feeling of like inadequacy.
Okay, and did you say that was a 1? Or you said it was slight, or you said...
Yeah, it was. I didn't say a number. I don't think. I just said it was slight.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like a 2 or 3.
Okay, 2 or 3 in inadequacy. Even though I feel inadequate, would that work? Okay, even though I feel inadequate.
Even though I feel inadequate.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I feel inadequate.
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 Okay. Back to that part of the... Okay, go back to the part of the movie and see if you can get that back.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay. All right, so was that the end of the movie? Have you gone all the way through?
I think there's just a little part more.
Oh, left in the movie.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, all right. So, yeah, continue.
Okay.
You're intense now?
No.
No, oh, you're done?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so if you were to go from beginning to end, would you expect no intensity at all?
I don't feel intense right now, so I think it's a 0.
Okay, so why don't you start at the beginning and go through it again, just
okay,
the whole way through.
Okay.
See if you can get any intensity. Okay.
Yeah.
How about we do a vivid visualization?
Okay.
Okay, we've done that before, but you'll do the same exact thing, except you're going to exaggerate the sights and the sounds and the colors and the smells and the sizes.
Okay.
Anything you have to exaggerate to really try to get yourself upset. Okay? Okay. Can you give me some idea of what you exaggerated during that process?
Sure. The colors in the room that I was in.
Okay.
And the noise from what I heard.
Okay. And those are things that were causing triggers before or something? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And just I tried tuning in to my physical symptoms that I was feeling at that point in time.
Okay, and did you come up with any intensity?
No.
No. Okay.
That's pretty amazing.
So that one's clear. Good.